Hey everyone, welcome to another Still Small Monday. Today we'll be talking about fasting. Now, fasting is one of those practices that people do a little bit different thing, and I would encourage you practice it in the way that works for you. Some people will actually, meals is a big one, right? Fasting social media is what some people do. In the Bible, we see them fasting meals. That's what they talk about. But I would encourage you that if you want to start with something a little smaller. Maybe instead of fasting an entire day, start with one meal. Or maybe instead of one meal, but you want to fast a whole day, eat a little bit of rice or some fruit throughout the day, just so that you can start figuring it out and maybe build up towards fasting a little longer. But the purpose of fasting is to connect with God in a deeper way. That whenever we think about food or when we come to meal times, we dedicate that time to God. In the Old Testament, it was used for a variety of things, praying for national repentance, praying for strength and mercy. Sometimes it was used for connecting with God specifically. And in the New Testament, we see Jesus spend 40 days in fasting, and that's where we get the 40 days of Lent. He made sure to note that it shouldn't be this like rigid practice that you have to do this with haves and legalism, as is noted in a number of spots in the Gospels. But fasting is supposed to be for connecting with God. And I think it can be used in a variety of ways, whether that's you want to hear something specific, take some time to fast. If you just want to give praise to God and do it as an act of worship and connect more with Him, fasting can be a great way to initiate that type of worship and praise. And there's a whole host of other things. If you really are just working through some stuff in your life, take some time to pray through it and maybe take a meal or two or a day off from eating to remember that our true nourishment, that's so much greater than food in our bellies, is connecting with God. He is the one that uplifts us, that brings life into our world. So that's what I would encourage you this week. Be really intentional. And like I said, it's a whole spectrum of fasting. Some people actually fast for multiple days. And speaking of the multiple days, Maundy Thursday is coming up. And traditionally in the church, a lot of traditions actually have Thursday be a giant feast at night. And then people fast all the way through until Sunday morning. And it's just this time of saying, whoa, I'm giving over this whole time that Jesus was in the grave. And then we'll celebrate on Sunday morning and have a feast of the resurrection. So just remember to start with fasting and then initiate feasting. In our world, we're such bingers and then purgers, but be a faster. And then at the end, you get to delight and feast and enjoy a meal. And I can almost guarantee food will taste better at the end of 24 hours or something like that of fasting. So join me in trying this practice this week. Start out with one meal and see where it goes from there. Have a great week, everyone.